Thank you. Did Olivier make it here to join us? I think one of those represented composers. If Olivier is here somewhere, okay, Olivier de Riviere in the back there waving. Composer of A Plague Tale. And the upcoming South of Midnight, which very intrigued by. Okay, so one of the great joys, as is hopefully already obvious, about putting together this concert is focusing a lot of attention, all the attention, on my friends and peers and colleagues that I feel so grateful to share in this space. Which is why it represents an aberration of that moral code that, if you'll indulge me, I'd like to share a little bit of my music for this next couple of bits. It's gonna be brief, we'll get through this. The reason why I'm giving myself permission to do this is because they're very GDC specific stories that I want to tell. So the first one is 10 years ago, I had worked on Assassin's Creed Syndicate and it had just come out, and I was out in the lobby of this building walking, and I hear someone yell my name, and I turn, I see this guy, and he's coming at me with what looks like a sword, and I'm stupid, it was a cardboard poster tube, and he pulls it out and he says, "Hi, I'm Jeff. I was one of the producers at Ubisoft on Syndicate, and I have here a poster of the game signed by all 1,400 million people that worked on it, but your signature is the only one missing. So I hunted you down to add it to my sort of collection of the team," which was a very charming way to essentially meet someone for the first time. And so, of course, we became friends. And then a few years later, he and some folks left their respective positions and started a brand new studio called Yellow Brick Games, and their first title just shipped about 2 months ago called ETERNAL STRANDS. And I had the immense privilege of being invited to write the score for that game. And I wanted to include it on here because, for me, that sort of moment where you get to become friends with somebody and it's not really about networking and stuff like that, you're just literally in the lobby and someone comes up and you strike up a conversation, and then years later you get to work together. That's sort of what I think all of this is about. And that's why I love coming here, and it's why I love seeing people. And so that's my hopefully reasonable justification why I'd like to share with you the theme to Eternal Strands.